Good morning. It's good to see you all this morning in internet land at your place or mine, wherever we want to be right now. But I feel this morning I need to. I've been getting a lot of videos from family members, other family members, people that people may or may not know. So I feel like today I gotta give a little to let people know who people are and where they're coming from. So um, I am the middle child of three. My older brother Mike, my younger brother Matthew, my mom Linda, my dad Tony. Um, Unfortunately, in '95 we lost my father, um, and in 2009 we lost my older brother Mike. And so the reason why I felt that I needed to bring this up was today Anthony, Mike's middle child, my older brother's middle child, he posted something on my Facebook. And last week, Morgan, which would be Matthew, my younger brother's middle son, posted something on my wall. So I have a lot of nephews, and I just don't want people to get confused with whom's whom. Um, so I guess I'm just gonna give quick shout outs right now to Mike's oldest, Zachary, who I miss very much, and I miss I'm missing it all. Every game, every sporting event. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about you all the time though. And if I was there, I'd be at every one, or as many as I could possibly be. I would. I have no way to prove that to you, but I would. Mike's middle, Anthony, who now you can see on my wall, who's a little goofball, who's awesome, who's my little rock star, dancer, rock and roller, playing instruments, hopefully still, doing his gloving thing, which is awesome. I don't know if you've ever seen his gloving, but I've posted it on my wall before. It's this really cool thing you do with Anthony. You gotta make one and let me post it so my fans can see. Thanks. Um, and then there's Mike's youngest, Spencer, who unfortunately he was pretty young when I moved out here, so he hasn't get to see much of me and got to know me very well, and that's hard. Spencer, I'm your Uncle Marty, who you don't get to see too often, but I love you very much, and I wish I could see more of you. And to continue on with that, Matthew, my younger brother, has three boys also. Matthew Jr., who I am extremely proud of, who unfortunately is going to have to give up his gymnastics career. His senior year that he's worked so hard at. I feel really bad for him. And just because I know how much he really wanted to do it. And I know how important it was to him. I feel bad for him. But Maddie, it's better that you take care of your knee now so that you can walk the rest of your life. And I love you, and stay brave and stay strong, because it's going to be okay, Maddie. It's going to be okay. Morgan, who started after me making videos. He's Matthew's middle child, my godson. Yeah, Maddie and Morgan were probably the most fortunate of my nephews, and even more so of my son. I got to live with them more than anybody else besides Matthew, their dad. My older brother, or my younger brother. Whoa, sorry. Whew, I gotta take a breather because I'm getting a little. I gotta construct my thoughts. Sorry. My younger brother Matthew, I've probably lived with the longest and spent the most time of my life with, and then probably his boys, and I miss them very much, both of them, Maddie and Morgan. I love you. And then Matthew's youngest, who I've gone to see on several road trips down to Indianapolis, Jetty, and his mom Mariah, which I miss taking my road trips down there to see him. He's awesome. Not many people know about Jetty, but they should, because he's amazing. And I'd love to see footage of him, and I'd love to see more pics of Jetty. But I know people are busy and people only have so much time. But anyways, so those are Matt's 3 boys, and that's Mike's 3 boys, and I have one, Adrian, who's 21, who I love very much, and I am hanging out with him actually tomorrow. I don't know if he's gonna embrace what I'm doing, but he is coming over and we're hanging out. So if I don't end up doing a show tomorrow, it's because I'm hanging out with my boy and I don't have the time. And I think we're hanging out Friday too, so we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully you won't miss 2 days, but you may miss one. Yeah. So that's a little bit about me, my family, at least my immediate family, I should say. Since this one tends to be on the more serious note, I might as well get this off my chest also. For those of you that don't know, I'm getting out of a 9-year relationship with a really amazing person. Her name's Kristen. I loved her a lot. Still care a lot about her. But yeah, unfortunately, it just seems like we weren't meant to be or right for each other. So, at the moment, I'm, doing the solo thing. Um, I lost some furniture. I lost a dog. I lost a cat, Sancho, Duke. I didn't lose them because, I mean, like I said, Kristen's a cool person. I can pretty much see him when I want. But besides that, I am alone at the moment, chilling at my abode. Got a lot of time on my hands. You guys probably hear a lot of popping when I'm moving around. Well, just so you know, this is what I'm sitting on. This nice little thin pillow. And underneath the pillow is my sticker collection on this tin can that used to hold popcorn in it. So while I'm sitting on it, there's all these weird pops sometimes that you hear while I'm just chilling. Sorry, I'm having to take a lot of pauses in this one to breathe, to catch my breath, to catch my thoughts. But the topics of today is not the best. So I wouldn't say I'm having an emotional day, but now that I'm talking about it, it's gonna get emotional. But I am thinking about people. So, not to end on a poopy note, but I am very blessed and fortunate to have known my father. Probably one of the best smiles I've ever seen in my life. I'm blessed and to have Michael Cullum as my older brother, who we didn't always see eye to eye. We didn't always have the best relationship, but towards the end of his life, me and Mike were getting a lot closer and getting to know each other a lot better. And I think we would have been really good friends. And I think we would have had a lot of differences. He's actually one of my biggest inspirations for doing this video cast, whatever I'm doing here, Marty TV, because, well, I know some of the people on my Facebook are Mike's friends and knew Mike, and Mike had this thing that Mike really thought me and Matthew were funny. For whatever reason. I don't know. He always found us amusing. And I'm not saying we're not. I'm just saying it was just weird because Mike was more like the straight guy of the three of us. I don't know. When the three of us were together, it was like me and Maddie were the clowns and he was the quiet one. And he let us do our thing or whatever. I don't know. But Mike always had this thing where it was like, Marty, do that thing you do. Do that thing you do. Come on, do that thing you do, please. And he'd want me to do this thing. He wanted me to be me in front of his friends. But like there's certain instance that he would remember and he'd want me to do that, whatever I did at that time. And it was like, Mike, everything I do or, what I do is spontaneous. So it's like I can't take and reenact what I did before. And it was really hard. That was a hard thing for him to understand and a hard thing for me to explain to him. was he always wanted me to do that thing I did, and I was like, I felt like I was on the spot, and I don't know how to do it right now. So, now I do it in the privacy of my own home in this little box, and Mike, I'm doing that thing. That thing you always wanted me to do, I'm doing it right here for my family, my friends, the people that have come into my life and have meant something to me. I love you all very much. I appreciate the time that you've given and shared with me, and I look forward to sharing the little amount of time that I have every day with you guys, to come into your house, for you to come into mine, and for us to share a moment. Anthony, thank you so much for taking the time. I don't think I wrote a list. I was kind of unprepared today, kind of slacking, but heavy topics, so I'm okay. I'm not gonna beat myself up. I didn't make a list to thank anyone, but I want to thank everybody who's taken the time to stop by, to take the time to listen, to see what I have to say, whether it be silly, serious, goofy, whatever. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time, and I dedicate everything I do to my father and my older brother, my dad, who is probably one of the kindest people I ever met, and he had a great smile, and I'm probably really biased because he's my dad, but he was awesome, and he inspired me to laugh and smile a lot. I knew my dad enjoyed his family and his friends a lot because my dad smiled a lot. And, in that way, Mike was the same. I mean, Mike loved his family and his friends a lot, and he smiled quite a bit, you know. They were two people who really enjoyed their lives because they smiled quite a bit. So yeah, this podcast, whatever I'm doing, it's for my family members that are no longer here. It's for my family members that are here. It's for my friends. And, because of technology, I'm sure these videos are going to end up somewhere. And my grandkids and their kids and, may end up finding these videos someday and seeing them. And this is for you guys too. This is who I am. This is who I was. And I love you all very much, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and possibly even, since it was a heavy morning, maybe it'll be a light afternoon, and maybe I'll feel like doing another cast then. That's not so heavy, and probably not so long. But thanks again. Be safe, safe travels, and I love you all. Till my next one. Auf Wiedersehen. Sorry, Matt. I know you don't like it, but there it is, all for you. Ooh. Ooh.